Well, we're fortunate to live on a farm that's been in our family for 6 generations. I grew up with this place my whole life. This is where we would hunt and fish and recreation. 2 of my great-grandfathers made the run in 1893, so I would hear stories of a grandmother that would plow barefoot, or another grandfather that was a circuit rider minister in this area with his horse and buggy. And so Northern Oklahoma is very important to me and the roots that we enjoy here on the land.
We attended Cherokee schools together and we knew each other for a long time, but when I was a sophomore and he was a junior, in biology class we became lab partners and we got to know each other, started dating, and when my dad heard we were dating, he said, "You're dating who?" because he was pretty ornery. And anyway, we did date for 4 years, and when we were in college, we wanted to get married in the summer between years. My dad said, better wait a while longer. And so we scheduled our wedding during fall break and got married then. So we've been happily married ever after. My dad loves Tom too, by the way.
Well, the summer before we got married, we bought a furniture store to pay our way through college. We did that until I graduated in 1983, and we sold that. Then I began my career, which has now been 30 years in appraisal work and business brokerage and valuation and registered investment advisory service, and have had a fun career here.
Education is important to us, and I've been working in higher education for 20 years. Started at Northwestern Oklahoma State University as a faculty member and then moved into administration. And this is my 4th year as serving as president at Northern Oklahoma College. We've been blessed to have 2 beautiful daughters, Kara and Krista. They're about 18 months apart. And one of the biggest blessings in my life was being able to stay at home with them before they started school.
What was fun was we had so many cousins that lived in the area. And the thing about growing up in a small town is they could just be everywhere, you know, with aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas. They really could have that small town life and ride their bike to school, and we were just real blessed that we really did have so many friends and family helping us when we raised our kids. Well, one of the neat things about being a trustee at the foundation has been getting to learn about donor advised funds. And after learning about it, it was the vehicle that we chose that was best for us. It gives you tax-free growth as your fund grows. It gives you the ability to make flexible payments towards it. It lets us advise that fund so that we know what we want to have be our recipients. It's just the perfect vehicle for so many people, whether you're with limited means or at the far end of the spectrum. A donor advised fund really works for so many people to set up their giving.
I really liked how simple the foundation staff made it. For us, for me, it was easy to just say, here, take the automatic withdrawal every month, and we know that that is building, and it supports not only our faith-based passions such as Falls Creek, but also nonprofits in the community that we support.
Well, there's certainly many reasons that we've chosen the Baptist Foundation to manage our donor advised fund. But most important to me is I appreciate their transparency, their knowledge, their friendliness. They just know every detail about it, and I've always just felt so good that it's in good hands as it's been managed.
Over the years, we've both served on many boards and foundations, and so we've had the opportunity to see how operations can and should be, and really the Baptist Foundation is a star among the bunch. And we also are really appreciative that they're faith-based, and so not only do our gifts make a difference now, but for eternal and for all the right reasons.